Alright guys, I'm going to be explaining how I maxed out my Luke Skywalker in Battlefront 2. Now I'll also be showing you guys what star cards to use, what maps to use, all that stuff. Before I actually begin, I'd like to say that this took a little while to max out Luke. Probably 2.5 to 3 weeks, but if you're new to the game, it'll probably take you about a month to max him out. I would also recommend playing during the triple XP and double XP events. The days in which triple XP are active are Tuesday and Wednesday, and for double XP, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now for the star cards that I used. First up we have Epicenter, and basically what this does is help deal more damage to the enemies that are closer whenever you actually do this ability. Next up is Intensify. This is Luke's best ability because basically this allows him to one-tap people like Assault, Specialist, and Officer whenever you reach 12 kills. The only downside of this ability is that it doesn't one-tap people who have more than 150 health. Lastly we have Rush Immunity, and basically what this does is whenever you use your Rush, you're immune to damage for 3 seconds. This card can actually help out a lot. If you're in a tight area and you're taking a lot of damage and you need to get out, always use this. Next up are some honorable mentions that I never use, but you can use if you want to do heroes versus villains. Deflection Mastery can help you deflect bullets easier whenever you're fighting someone, especially through Phasma or Iden. Next up is Jedi Fighter. This can actually help Luke drain less stamina while blocking. Now the easiest way to level up in Battlefront 2 is using co-op. And of course we're going to be using Rebel Alliance in order to get Luke. And the best maps to use in co-op are Kessel, Death Star 2, and Endor. And the reason why it's just those 3 maps is because it's the easiest to gain the most XP in, and they're all offensive maps, so they're easy to play. Now no one has to play just these 3 maps if you don't want to. If you want to play Yavin 4, which is a decent one, then go ahead. Find your own thing, that's the best thing you can do. Here's a clip of me going absolutely crazy in Death Star 2, just to show you how good the map is. See, I'd say 91,000 is pretty good, but the thing is, I'm just trying to show you guys exactly how good these maps are. If you're really good at the game and you've been playing ever since it came out, you can probably average around 70,000 if you're in the zone and you're really into it and you're really trying to play. 70,000 for like each map. Alright, let's start off with Kessel first. So basically when you spawn in, you're going to go to the right and through this tunnel so you can protect yourself against blaster fire. And if there's people there, you want to sneak a little push and then try to get as many kills you can there. Then you're going to go to your right and go up to this little tunnel, and there's going to be basically a spawn point, and many people will actually spawn through there and you can get a few kills. It's pretty simple for the first part of the Kessel map, but I mean really if there's any spot you can get more kills down by A instead of B, which is where the tunnel is, then just keep going back and forth trying to get as many kills as you can. Kills is key, that's how you level up the most. So that's how you get the most XP, that's how you level up the most. Now for the new objective, I would recommend going through the tunnel you saw me at last, and then that way you can get as many kills and leave with your block and all that stuff so you don't take too much damage. You want to clear A, and then when you do that, there's actually going to be another tunnel, and that's where a lot of people spawn in. You're going to want to get a lot of kills here, because that's also how you get a lot of points. Now I would also recommend going from A to B, constantly moving and getting as many kills as you can so you can level up to the highest. Now for the third objective, I would recommend going through the main hallway. Most people choose this way, it's pretty simple and easy. The only part you have to worry about is that there's going to be most likely a villain on the objective A. Now this means you have to be careful, it's usually either Iden, Bosk, or Boba Fett. You have to be careful not to take too much damage and actually die, so always watch out for that. Make sure your teammates are there to help you. Don't overestimate your abilities because you can easily die by them. But just like the second objective, the third is very similar. All you're going to really want to do is keep bouncing from both objectives and trying to get as much kills as you can to level up the highest. And for the fourth and final objective, there's going to be 2 hallways where the enemies come from. You can also go back and forth trying to get as many kills until you eventually overtake objective A. And when you come across the problem of a hero, right here like Darth Maul, you're going to want to actually lure them kind of back towards the last objective and take as much damage from them as you can. That way you don't take that much damage from you. Then, whenever you eventually clear objective A, the next thing you want to worry about is getting more kills, which is actually going through this hallway, using your push, using your repulse, doing the dash, everything you can to actually kill as many people as possible. That way you get as much kills, and you level up the highest you can. For Kessel, it's a pretty simple process, just rinse, repeat, keep doing this, try not to die, use your push, use your repulse. But other than that, it's pretty simple, try not to die, don't overestimate your abilities, and have fun. Okay, next map is Death Star 2. So when you spawn in, you're going to want to actually go to A, and whenever you clear out A, you're going to want to go to B, try to get as much kills as you can so you get to 3,500 or 4,000 scores so that you can be able to actually get enough battle points to get Luke. And then when you finally do get Luke, what you want to do is go over to A, once again clear that, and when you do that, then you go ahead and clear B, go back and forth, try to get as much kills. This is important because whenever you're trying to get as much kills as possible in this first stage, so that you can get a one hit on Assault, Specialist, Officer, etc. Now when you get to the second objective, make sure you go to objective A and not B, because if you go to B, you'll take a lot of damage and you'll probably die. However, when you go to A, you can probably take a lot of damage too, but you won't die. You can get a lot of kills. It's a lot better than objective B. Also, if you take damage, go ahead and make sure you go behind something, some cover, block, make sure you get that health back up, and you can go back and fight again. Now make sure you try to get as many kills as you can. Once again, this is key. This is how you level up, so don't forget to actually try to get as many kills as you can without dying. So you gotta have a healthy balance between taking damage and also getting kills. Now for the third objective, you're gonna want to make sure to go to B first, because I mean that's probably the easiest one, so you won't take that much damage. Now either way, it doesn't matter which objective you're gonna be in, there's always gonna be a hero, whether that be Palpatine, Vader, Maul, whatever. They're always gonna be one. So make sure you don't take too much damage like I did here, and I died and I overestimated my ability, and now I have to get up more points so I can be able to get loot. You don't want to have to do that. Just like any other objective, really the best thing you can do right now is going from both objectives back and forth, trying to get as much kills as you can, and when you clear one objective you go to the other. It's just the same thing, rinse and repeat, try to get as many kills as possible. Now when you get to the final objective, the best thing you can do is honestly just be defensive. There's many places where you can get shot at. It's an open area, many people can actually see you and shoot you. It's a lot easier for you to die. Be sure to be aware of your surroundings, make sure no hero is behind you or anything like that, like Darth Vader, Bosk, Iden, anyone that can just destroy you in any short amount of time. There's only one objective, and you can go below in the basement area, on top of it, and also this little spawn point, which is actually kind of ahead of the objective. When you actually clear the objective and no one's there, that's when I would suggest going to the spawn point, because that's where they'll come at next, and then that's the easiest way to get more kills. That's pretty much it for Death Star 2. I mean, honestly, just be defensive. This is probably the map where I die the most, because it's so easy for you to just turn a corner and then just get bombarded by Vader or Maul or anything like that. See? Just like that, I died here. It's just the best thing to do is be defensive, make sure that you're aware of your surroundings and that no hero is going to pop up behind you and just lower your health by 500. Be careful, and that's pretty much it for this map. And last but not least, we have Endor. So just like every map, this starts off the same. You're going to want to get 4,000 battle points so that you can be able to get Luke, and then before the objective's taken so that you get that extra 300 score. It's just to help boost it. I mean, it's just a little bit of extra XP. I mean, why wouldn't you want it, you know? But for the most part, I would just stay around the first objective that you see that's in the little main area. Try to get many kills as much as you can so that you can get the one tap on the Assault Specialist and Officer, stuff like that. Be careful, don't take too much damage, because it is possible for you to die just like that. Now for the second objective, if you go over here, there's most likely going to be a hero and you can take a lot of damage and it's pretty easy. Or an ATST can come in and really destroy your health, so be careful and try to manage your health when you go over to that area. But yeah, just like all the other maps, try to go from two different objectives, try to get as many kills as you can. When you clear out one objective, you go to the other, and rinse and repeat over and over. Make sure you're balancing your health and your kills at the same time. Make sure you don't lose your health too much, and yeah, just have a good time, try to get those kills. And for the third objective, it really just depends on where the ATST is. For instance, if the ATST is by objective B, then don't go that way. If it's by objective A, then don't go that way. Because, I mean, as Luke, you can't really defend yourself against that, and you can easily die. Also, a pro tip, if it walks over you once, you will automatically die. It's really dumb, and the EA needs to fix the glitch, but of course they're not going to. But I particularly like to stay over to the left side of the map. It's a lot easier, there's more cover, not a lot of heroes spawn over there as much as the other side, and the ATST doesn't really go over there that much. So yeah, just as usual, balance it out, try to get as much kills as you can without dying. So yeah, when you get to the last objective, this one's going to be also kind of tricky too. You're going to want to make sure you don't lose as much health, because it's very, very easy to die in this map. It's a little too compacted for my taste. It's really easy to die from Bosk or Boba Fett and just Darth Vader. It's so easy to die from any of those heroes. Just be careful, make sure you know your surroundings, just like last time. Make sure no one's behind you, you're not going to get overwhelmed, because it's very, very easy to die in this map. So once again, be careful, make sure you balance out the health and the amount of kills that you're getting, and just overall try not to die. Now that's basically just it for Endor. Thank you all so much for watching. That's all the content I have for you today. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask them in the comments below. If you yourself have actually maxed out Luke and feel like I've missed out something, then go ahead and comment down below so others can find it out. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I was able to actually help you max out Luke. The next character I will be talking about will be Anakin. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video. It really does help the channel. And don't forget, I'll see you in the next video.